Imagine a world where the smallest creature holds the key to the greatest mysteries. Ever wondered what animal can survive in outer space? Or which creature has a heart that literally weighs a ton? Today, we dive into the mind-blowing secrets of the animal kingdom that will make you question everything you thought you knew. Can you guess which animal never sleeps? Or which one has a longer lifespan than any human being? Stick around, because in the next few moments we're about to discover the most stunning and surprising facts that will make your head spin. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like. One summer evening, as I was sitting in my backyard, I noticed a group of bees performing what appeared to be a well-choreographed dance. Intrigued, I remembered reading about the swaying dance of bees. It is a method they use to communicate the location of food sources to other members of the hive. The angle and duration of the rocking phase convey precise information about the direction and distance of the flowers from the hive. It's as if they are giving each other GPS coordinates through dancing. This form of nonverbal communication surprised me. It is a testament to the complexity and intelligence that exists even in creatures as small as bees. Another example that left me completely fascinated is the melodic communication of whales. These oceanic giants use a series of vocalizations, often called songs, to communicate across great distances underwater. The humpback whale, in particular, is known for its complex calls that can last for hours and travel for miles. Scientists believe these songs serve several purposes, from mating calls to long-distance communication between groups. Imagine trying to hold a conversation with someone miles away without the help of modern technology. That's essentially what these whales are doing, and they're doing it beautifully. There are also fireflies, those little bioluminescent wonders that we often see lighting up summer nights. Its brilliance isn't just for show, it is a sophisticated form of communication. Fireflies use their flashing lights to attract mates, and each species has its own unique pattern of flashes. Some even use their lights to ward off predators, signaling that they are toxic or unpleasant. Watching fireflies can be fascinating, but knowing that each flash is a message adds an extra layer of wonder to the experience. One night I was birdwatching and started thinking about the extraordinary sight of birds. Many birds can see ultraviolet light, a spectrum invisible to the human eye. This ability helps them in many ways, from locating prey to navigation and even mate selection. Some flowers and fruits reflect ultraviolet light, making them more visible to birds. It made me think about how different the world must look through their eyes, a vivid tapestry of colors and details we can't even imagine. Then there are bats, the nocturnal navigators who rely on echolocation to find their way in the dark. They emit high-frequency sounds that bounce off objects and return to them, allowing them to see their surroundings through sound. This is particularly useful for insectivorous bats that hunt flying insects at night. I once visited a cave full of bats and was amazed at their agility and precision in such dark and cramped places. It's as if they have a built-in sonar system, similar to the technology used by submarines, but much more sophisticated and evolving naturally over millions of years. Sharks, on the other hand, possess an incredible sense known as electroreception. They can detect the electrical fields generated by the muscular contractions of their prey. This ability is facilitated by specialized sensory organs called ampullae of Lorenzini. I remember reading a story about how sharks were able to find fish buried in the sand using this sense, and it amazed me how in tune their bodies are with their surroundings. It's almost as if they have a sixth sense, which allows them to be the ocean's top predators. Have you ever watched an ant colony at work? It's like witnessing a well-oiled machine in action. Each ant has a specific function, from foragers and soldiers to caretakers of the young and the queen. This division of labor ensures that the colony functions harmoniously and efficiently. I remember spending hours as a child, fascinated by how they could carry objects many times their own weight and work together to build complex nests. It is a complex social structure that rivals human organizations in terms of efficiency and cooperation. Elephants, on the other hand, exhibit incredibly moving social behaviors. They live in matriarchal societies, where the oldest woman leads the group. These gentle giants are known for their strong family bonds and emotional depth. I've read stories of elephants mourning the death of a family member, showing signs of sadness that are surprisingly similar to human emotions. This level of social complexity is a reminder of how connected we are to other species in terms of emotional and social structures. Then there are meerkats, also known as meerkats, which live in intricate social groups with cooperative behaviors that are nothing short of remarkable. Each member has a role, be it guarding, searching for food, or caring for the young. They even have a vocalization system to warn each other about approaching predators. Watching a documentary about meerkats, I was impressed by the teamwork and effort they make to protect and support each other. It's an inspiring and humbling level of cooperation. Thinking about animals that have adapted to extreme environments, camels are the first to come to mind. These remarkable creatures are perfectly suited to life in the harsh desert. They can go days without water, thanks to their ability to store fat in their humps, which can be metabolized into water and energy when resources are scarce. I once read about how their nasal passages are designed to minimize water loss and how their thick fur insulates them from intense heat. It's a fascinating example of how life can adapt to thrive in even the most inhospitable conditions. At the other end of the temperature spectrum, we have fish that live in waters so cold that they would freeze if it weren't for their unique adaptations. Some species produce antifreeze proteins that prevent the formation of ice crystals in the blood. I remember watching a documentary about these fish and being amazed to see how they evolved to survive in such extreme cold. It's a stark reminder of life's incredible resilience and its ability to adapt to almost any environment. In the dense, humid tropics, insects have also developed some surprising adaptations. Some can regulate body temperature despite fluctuations in temperature and humidity levels. Others have developed resistance to the toxins in the plants they feed on. I once spent a week in the Amazon and was struck by the diversity and adaptability of insect life there. From colorful butterflies to stealthy predators like praying mantises, each species seemed perfectly suited to its niche in the ecosystem. One of the most fascinating survival strategies I've encountered is chameleon mimicry, or mimicry. These lizards can change their skin color to blend in with their surroundings, making them nearly invisible to predators. I remember the first time I saw a chameleon in the wild, it was almost like watching magic. But its ability to change color isn't just for camouflage, they also use it to communicate with other chameleons and to regulate their body temperature. It is a multifunctional tool that has undoubtedly contributed to its survival over millions of years. Another defense mechanism that amazed me is the production of toxins by certain species of frogs. These bright and often beautiful amphibians secrete toxins through their skin, making them deadly to potential predators. The golden poison dart frog, for example, has enough toxin to kill 10 adult humans. I remember reading about indigenous tribes who used these toxins to angle their darts for hunting. It's a powerful reminder of how nature equips its creatures with incredible tools for survival. Then there's the phenomenon of autotomy, where animals like certain species of lizard can separate a part of their body, usually the tail, to escape predators. The detached tail continues to twitch, distracting the predator long enough for the lizard to flee. I saw this firsthand once while hiking. A lizard dropped its tail right in front of me and ran away while its tail continued to move. It's a dramatic and effective escape strategy, showing how far the animals will go to survive. One of the most enchanting life cycles in the animal kingdom is that of the butterfly. They go through a complete metamorphosis, starting as an egg, then turning into a caterpillar, followed by the pupal stage and finally emerging as a butterfly. I once raised a caterpillar in a small terrarium, watching it chew leaves, form a chrysalis, and eventually break free as a butterfly. The transformation was nothing short of magical, a true testament to the wonders of nature. Another fascinating reproductive strategy is parthenogenesis, or virgin birth, found in some species of reptiles. In these cases, females can produce offspring without mating. This type of asexual reproduction is rare, but has been observed in certain species of snakes and lizards. I remember reading about a female Komodo dragon in a zoo who gave birth without any male presence. It sounded like something out of a science fiction novel, but it's a real phenomenon that shows the incredible adaptability of life. The mating rituals of birds of paradise are another spectacle that never ceases to amaze me. These birds, native to New Guinea and nearby islands, are known for their elaborate courtship displays. Males often perform complex dances, display their vibrant plumage and even manipulate the environment to attract females. I once watched a documentary that showed a male bird of paradise meticulously clearing leaves and debris from his display area before beginning his dance. It was like watching a performer prepare for a big show, and it highlighted the lengths to which animals will go to ensure the continuation of their species. Coral reefs are often called the rainforests of the sea, and for good reason. One of the most fascinating aspects of these underwater ecosystems is the symbiotic relationship between corals and algae called zooxanthellae. Algae live inside coral tissues and carry out photosynthesis, providing nutrients to corals. These algae, in return, receive protection and access to the light necessary for photosynthesis. This mutually beneficial relationship is the basis of coral reef prosperity and shows the power of cooperation in the natural world. I remember snorkeling a coral reef once, marveling at the vibrant colors and bustling life. Knowing that this beauty is the product of such a delicate and intricate relationship made the experience even deeper. Another notable example of symbiosis is the relationship between clownfish and sea anemones. Clownfish live among the poisonous tentacles of sea anemones, which provide them protection from predators. In return, clownfish help the anemones by cleaning their tentacles and providing nutrients through their waste. Watching this relationship in a documentary, I was struck by how perfectly these two species adapt, a testament to the elegant balance of nature. On the other hand, parasitic relationships can be just as fascinating, if not a little more disturbing. Take the case of the cuckoo bird, which lays its eggs in the nests of other birds. The unsuspecting host birds then raise the young cuckoo, often at the expense of their own young. This behavior, known as brood parasitism, is a stark reminder of the lengths to which some species will go to ensure their survival. I once saw a video of a host bird frantically feeding a much larger baby cuckoo, unaware that it wasn't its own. It was a poignant example of how deception can play a role in the natural world. One of the most eye-opening revelations about the animal kingdom is the intelligence demonstrated by certain species. Take corvids for example. This family of birds, which includes ravens and crows, is known for their remarkable problem-solving abilities and tool use. I once watched a video of a crow using a stick to extract insects from a log, demonstrating an understanding of cause and effect that is truly impressive. These birds have even been observed making hooks and other tools to access food, a level of ingenuity that rivals that of primates. Speaking of primates, chimpanzees are another species known for their advanced cognitive abilities. They use sticks to fish for termites, rocks to crack nuts, and leaves as sponges to absorb water. I remember reading about a study in which chimpanzees were observed using a toolkit of various instruments to solve different tasks, much like humans use different tools for different jobs. This level of sophistication in tool use is a clear indicator of their high intelligence and adaptability. Then there are octopuses, the marine geniuses who continually surprise scientists with their problem-solving and tool-using abilities. These cephalopods have been observed using coconut shells and other objects as shelters, and some species even carry these items with them for future use. I once visited an aquarium where I saw an octopus unscrew the lid of a jar to access the food inside. It was a moment of awe to realize that this creature, so different from us in form, shared a similar problem-solving ability and ingenuity. Reflecting on all these incredible aspects of the animal kingdom, I am continually amazed at the diversity and complexity of life on Earth. From the intricate dances of bees to the sophisticated use of tools by crows and chimpanzees, the natural world is full of wonders that challenge our understanding and inspire our curiosity. Each species, with its unique adaptations and behaviors, contributes to the rich tapestry of life, reminding us of nature's incredible resilience and ingenuity. Whether it's the silent communication of fireflies or the cooperative societies of elephants and meerkats, there is always something new and fascinating to discover in the animal kingdom. Alright, folks, let's wrap up with some mind-blowing facts you probably didn't know about our animal friends. Did you know that octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood? Imagine having this kind of backup system. And speaking of deep waters, the immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii, can actually reverse its aging process and restart its life cycle. It's like hitting the reset button on life. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the speed of nature. The peregrine falcon is the fastest bird, reaching speeds of over 240 miles per hour while hunting. That's faster than a Formula 1 car. And get this, cheetahs, the sprinters of the savannah, can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. Imagine this the next time you're stuck in traffic. Have you ever wondered about animal intelligence? Dolphins have been observed giving each other unique names, using a special whistle to call each other. It's like having your own personal touch. And elephants? They can recognize themselves in the mirror, demonstrating a level of self-awareness that is quite rare in the animal kingdom. Alright, here's something that will really make you think. Pigeons, those birds we see every day, can actually recognize human faces and even differentiate between different human expressions. Next time you see a pigeon, know that it might just be watching you. And let's not forget the incredible teamwork in the animal world.
And while you think about it, here's something to keep your wanderlust burning. Did you know there's a place in Norway where the sun doesn't set for 76 days straight during
all
summer?
Without central command.
Imagine having endless daylight to explore these breathtaking fjords. Or how about the fact that there is an island in the Philippines that is inside a lake, that is inside a volcano, that is inside another lake? Mind-blowing,
Leave them in the
right?
comments below.
Now, speaking of mind-blowing, how about we delve into the hidden gems of South America next time?
And why?
Or perhaps discovering the ancient mysteries of Africa?
Or maybe even
Leave your
immortality.
suggestions in the comments below, and let's make our next adventure
exploring
even
the wild
more epic.
wonders of our world.
And here's a little challenge for you. In your opinion, which country has the most unusual tradition or festival? I can't wait to read your answers and maybe even feature some of them in our next video. So if you're as excited as I am to continue this global exploration, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss an update. We have many more incredible destinations and impressive facts to discover together. Thank you for joining me on this adventure, and remember, the world is full of surprises waiting to be discovered. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.